Hi everyone. A very good morning to all the participants over here. Welcome to the Pharmacy Education Webinar Series 9 being organized by CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy, Chennai in association with Maivo Group, a college of well reputation and which is a very old college in India, which is having 40 years of academic and research excellence, that is none other than CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy. So it's a proud moment to have Pharmacy Education webinar series by CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy with the theme Advancing Scientific Knowledge in the Times of Pandemic. Today we have with us two renowned speakers from industry sector, Mr. Abhijit from Mylan Labs and Mr. Manikandan from Johnson & Johnson. So before going into their sessions, let me take the pleasure of inviting Dr. T. Purushot Prabhu, Head Department of Pharmacognosy, to give the welcome note address. Hi, sir.
Okay. Hi. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Iswar, sir. Good morning, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone, each of you, the participant. On behalf of management, Principal Ma'am, Dr. Grace Ratnam, who constantly encourage us to do webinar in this pandemic, and all staff member also. Today, webinar is exclusively for the pharma students who are eagerly to choose the career pathway. Today, we are having two eminent speakers. First one, Mr. Abhijit, who is well known to us, an alumni of our college, who is very studious in college days. I thank Abhijit for accepting to speak about career for pharma students in industry. And I wholeheartedly welcome Mr. Abhijit Chanda. And second speaker, Mr. Manikandan, who is my friend of me and who is busy person in his work, who accepted in his busy schedule. I once again thank Mr. Manikandan and welcome him for the webinar series, who is going to talk about not usual pharma marketing, which is another sector, medical device. And finally, I want to quote Abdul Kalam, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And another quote, கல்வி திறமை இவைகளை வலுப்படுத்திக் கொண்டால் அறிவாற்றல் நிலையான சொத்தாகும். So once again, I welcome all the participants from various colleges on behalf of management of CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Purushot Prabhu. Now I take the privilege to invite Mr. R. Vijay Kumar, Faculty CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy, to introduce our today's first speaker, Mr. Abhijit Chanda from Mylan Labs. Hello, sir. Please introduce our today's first speaker.
Our Mr. Abhijit Chanda is an alumni of our college. It is a proud to have an alumni to give a present lecture regarding some presentations. And he is a alumni of our college. It's a proud moment for us. And he completed B.Pharm and M.Pharm in CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy. And with a good percentage of more than 80% in both the streams in B.Pharm as well as M.Pharm. And he joined in B.Pharm after D.Pharm. He completed in other colleges. And he was very, we know well because we were with him for a few years. And he was a very active person. And it is proud for us to introduce him in our webinar series also. Completed B.Pharm in the year of 2013 and completed M.Pharm in the year of 2015. Presently, he is working in Senior Research Executive and Mylan Laboratories in Bangalore. And when he joined, after B.Pharm, he joined in Baxter, and then he completed M.Pharm, and then he again joined in Kaplan Laboratories, Kaplan Point, as Analytical R&D Associate. And from there, he moved to Mylan in March 2019 as Analytical R&D Executive. And he was an expertise in, he developed in all the cases in assay-related substances of finished products, injectables, and validation development, method development, analytical method development, and forced degradation studies, in-process control, release, and shelf life, specification of ANDA products, and filing of that ANDA products, and technical support to plant in commercial batches running wherever, and is a very good excellent skill in giving assistance and support to that processes. And he prepares SOPs and STPs and in good manner. And he also involved in method equivalent studies and stability studies as per ICH guidelines, API, active pharmaceutical ingredient evaluations, and method validations, method development, all the cases. And for his credit, he lot of achievements he studied done in his career during the college days also. He completed a GPAT with qualified qualifier of GPAT, and topper in the batch of our college in BPharm in the academic session 2009 to 13, and in analytical department in pharmacy MPharm. While he was doing MPharm, he completed with good record in 2013 and 15. And in industry, he awarded a Baxi Award, which is in the Baxter Pharmaceutical Limited in the year of 2015 for cost reducing the or suggesting the method for reducing cost of analytical methods. And he also guided some students of MPharm in the industrial project wherever now the collaboration is with teaching institutions and industry, and most of the students are going industry doing the project in industry. He guided those students also. He won first prize in the intercollegiate quiz competition. He is very much interested in doing quiz in those days. Now I don't know how he is doing in the industry. And first prize in the quiz competition organized by KK College of Pharmacy, and also the first prize in quiz competition by Ford 2012 organized by Loyola College of Autonomous Institute in the year 2012, same year. And he won second prize in industry related areas in GMP modeling organized by Department of Pharmacy Medical College, Madras Medical College in 2015. He published a lot of national publications, and to his credit, he is having 3 more national publications in his credit. So I welcome, with this note, I welcome Dr. Abhijit to present his session. Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you, Maibo, Ishwar.
Thank you very much, sir. Such a nice introduction about our today's speaker. He has good credentials during academics as well as post academics also regarding his job profile. So now I take the privilege to invite our today's speaker, Mr. Abhijit Chanda from Mylan Labs. Hello, Mr. Abhijit.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, very
for
good morning.
Nice introduction. Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah. Now. Hi, Abhijit. Now the session is over to you. You can go ahead with your presentation. Thank you.
Hi. Good morning to all. So today the topic is career prospects and scope of pharmacy graduates and PGs in pharmaceutical industry. So before starting the presentation, I just want to tell you, pharmaceutical industry is a very big organization. Here I can't cover everything. So I'm just going to share my experiences from past 7 years. I have worked in quality control. I have worked in quality assurance. Then I shifted to analytical research and development. I'll try to explain you how is pharmaceutical industry, what are the wings are there after BPharm and MPharm, where you can join, what are the rules, what are the rules are there for BPharm and MPharm graduates, how they need to prepare themselves to join in pharmaceutical industry. I hope in class about 30% or 25% student will have some dream to join in pharmaceutical industry. So joining pharmaceutical industry is very easy. You may assume But after joining pharmaceutical industry, you keep on need to update yourself. So in that way, I'm just going to start my presentation. So before starting the presentation, I just tell you, here is one disclaimer. So whatever the statements or facts will be expressed over the presentation, that unless expressly stated to the contrary, are not opinion or position of Mylan Pharmaceutical Research and Development. Means it's totally my opinion, not my organization opinion. So let's start with one famous quote, Hippocrates. You all know who is Hippocrates, the father of medicine. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. So about Indian pharmaceutical industry, it is in good growth and is likely to be in the top 10 global markets in value terms by 2020. The Indian pharmaceutical industry is a success story, providing employment for millions and ensuring that essential drugs at affordable prices are available to the vast population of subcontinent. We know how big our subcontinent and the billions of peoples are there. So we, being a developing country, we need to have some drugs which we can pay in affordable prices. So India is the largest provider for generic drug globally. Indian pharmaceutical sector supplies over 50% of global demand for various vaccines, 40% of generic demand in the US, and 25% of all medicine in the UK. So I hope by that way you can understand what is the value of Indian pharmaceutical industry, especially in generic drug. So if you see the chart over here, in 2020 we are expecting the revenue of Indian pharmaceutical sector around $55 billion, so which is very big, and that will give us good scope. So here the some top 10 listed pharmaceutical companies in India by market capitalization as of June 2020. You can find it in Google also. So these top 10 are Indian pharmaceutical company. So next, just I'm telling you about what are the pharmaceuticals companies are there. So, being a pharma student, you should know who is in top 10 uh, in generic market, in innovator market, in Indian pharmaceutical companies. So, these are the top 10 generic pharmaceutical companies: Teva, Mylan, Sandoz, Sun Pharmaceutical, Lupin, Cipla, Dr. Reddy, Sanofi. Then the top 10 pharmaceutical companies ranked by revenue worldwide: Pfizer, Roche, Novartis, Merck, GlaxoSmith, Johnson and Johnson, AbbVie, Sanofi, Bristol Myers, and AstraZeneca. Now, coming to the point, benefits of pharmaceutical industry in India. What is the benefit of pharmaceutical industry in India? Uh, we know India for big population. Here, due to this, the cost of labor and inventory is much lower in India as compared to any other part of the world. If you see the multinational pharma companies, actually they can actually save up to 30 to 50% by investing in research and development in India. So that is what all MNC companies they are focusing in India, which give us big boom to get job, and same time we can supply uh, drugs in affordable prices. So a rough estimate says that cost of hiring a research chemist.
Hello, Mr. Abhijit. Sorry for the interruption. This
Yeah,
is Ishwar. Sorry. Your slide is having some blinking view in our screen. So will you please close this PPT and share it again? Please, once again. Some technical thing it's in. You just go to share screen and again, please. Please keep in slideshow mode and we will. check it once.
1 minute.
Yeah, no problem. Please share the screen once again. Please share the screen once
Yeah.
again.
Let me open the PPT.
Yeah, fine. Yes.
It seems PPT not responding.
Yeah, there is some issue with
Uh,
PPT. No issue.
yeah.
Once close it and try to open it.
Is it okay?
No, you have to share the screen, not it share. Okay, now I got it. 1 second. Okay, please go to slideshow mode. Still it is blinking. Okay, now it's fine, I think. No. So will you please do it like save as PDF file? The PPT, will you please save as PDF?
Okay. PPT is not working or what?
Some blinking is happening. I don't know the reason. Earlier it is good, but some blinking started. Just file save as PDF.
Yeah, 1 minute.
Go to the top corner Windows button and save as PDF.
Yeah, 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute time.
Yeah, sure, no problems. Hi viewers, we will be back in 1 minute. Please be patient. Just we are working with some technical thing.
Save as other format, right?
PDF.
It is not showing PDF.
You just scroll down at the bottom or somewhere it will come. Is it there?
PowerPoint presentation for
Okay, then we will do one thing. In the share screen option, you please go to share screen and you share the entire screen instead of application window. You just select entire screen.
Is it okay?
I am just checking. And I am unable to see your screen, not yet shared.
Shared.
So share screen. Once again, you go to share screen and select entire screen.
Share screen.
Yes, in that first option, entire screen.
There, the share
you-
screen is actually I'm getting three. I'm getting three pop-up only. Screen sharing is easiest with two monitor. 1 minute.
At the bottom, you select.
Your entire screen. Is it okay?
Yeah. You select entire screen and click share.
Okay.
You select that window. You click on that window, and at the bottom, share screen. Good. I got it. Now you go to PPT.
Can I
Now
do?
open in slide. Go with slideshow. You just click that pop-up hide at the bottom. You can see hide. Okay, now go to PowerPoint. Yeah, perfect. Please go ahead.
So do I need to start from beginning or what?
No, session is clear. Only thing is blinking. You can continue from where you stopped. Sorry for the inconvenience. Please go ahead. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry, due to some technical error. So let us start. So benefits of pharmaceutical industry in India. I think okay. A rough estimate says that the cost of hiring a research chemist in India is 5 times cheaper than the American counterpart. Performing a clinical trial in India is 1/10 of the cost spent in US. So here are the some major regulatory bodies which control pharmaceutical industry. So try to learn which are the regulatory bodies there across the globe. So these are the common question you may face during your interview. Who is the what is the body name for Indian pharmaceutical company regulatory authorities? So for India it is CDSCO. In expansion it is Central Drug Standard Control Organization. For USA, I think we all know US FDA, United States Food and Drug Administration, then Canada, TPD, Europe, EMEA, UK, MHRA, for Australia, TGA, Brazil, ANVISA, and Japan, PMDA. So, being a fresher, you should know about all these. And for USA, US FDA guidelines and ANVISA guidelines are very much strict and in for pharmaceutical industries. So I'll just try to give you some glimpse of pharmaceutical industry and how are the manufacturing units and what is the R&D units, marketing units are there that I'll not cover, and it's not my scope also. So here if I see, you can see the schematic diagram. Uh, for manufacturing units, there are three units. One for API and bulk. They will engage for the production of API and bulk product, active pharmaceutical ingredients. Second, finished products. In finished products also, there is oral solid dosage form, then injectables. So every plant have their own. And third is contract manufacturing. Then R&D sector. In R&D, there is three wings. NCE R&D, that is new chemical entity, or we can say the innovator drugs and all. So in that NCE R&D, there is two kinds: synthetic R&D. They will engage with the synthesis of the new drugs, and bioanalytical R&D. And second is formulation R&D. In formulation R&D, there is three words: formulation development. Basically, pharmaceutics peoples they will engage with that. Then analytical development. Here you need to develop analytical methods for the formulation or for the formulation, irrespective of what formulation. Then packaging development. Next is CRO, contract research organization. So they used to get contract from the different vendor or manufacturer to develop the analytical methods or formulation. Now, coming to the point, what are the pillars of pharmaceutical sciences? Being a pharma student, we should know that pharmaceutics, pharmaceutical chemistry means all our subjects have good scope in pharmaceutical industry. If you see the pharmacology, there is a PV nowadays. Pharmacovigilance is also part of pharmaceutical industry. So I'm not going to cover PB. Note, we'll mainly focus on analytical prospects. Means that is a short overview on quality assurance, quality control, and AR&D. And I'll just tell you what is the rule of diploma pharmacy in pharmaceutical industry, because most of the students from diploma in pharmacy, they will have also one doubt. So what are the scopes are there in pharmaceutical industry for them? In production, you can be a raw material You can join in raw material dispensing, or you can be a assistant manufacturing chemist, or you can be a packing supervisor. In quality control and R&D, you can be a store in charge for the analytical standards, stability chamber supervisor, or GLP assistant. So let's come to the quality assurance. What is quality assurance? According to WHO, quality assurance is a wide-ranging concept covering all matters that individually or collectively influence the quality of a product. With regard to pharmaceutical, quality assurance can be divided into major areas, that is development, quality control, production, distribution, and inspections. So what is the goal of QA? Goal of QA is nothing but continuous development, improvement of the process so that defects do not arise. Defects means deviation do not arise. So some major rule of quality assurance: document controlling, employee training. Training is very important in the prospects of GMP. Laboratory OS out of specification, and OOT out of trend. Then corrective action and preventive action. Audits, they will engage with several audits like internal audit, self-inspection, then various regulatory audits, then management review. So what are the wings in there in QA where you can join? Or you may think what are the scopes are there in QA, in which department or which division you should join. So before joining, you should know what are the wings are there and what is the rule of the part of QA. So let's say in process QA, it is called IPQA. The work of IPQA will starting from the dispensing to the end of the packaging material. Here you need to monitor everything. Each and every activity will be verified by QA. Next, analytical QA. We used to call AQA. Here you need to monitor or you need to verify all the analytical activities. Third, documentation QA, DQA. Then QMS, quality management system. Here kappa is there, change control is there. Next, validation and qualification QA, and audit and compliance. Sorry. Next, one thing in documentation QA, I just want to tell you one thing. So we should call ALCOA, LCOA. Here, LCOA means A for attributable, L for legible, O for legible, O for original, C for contemporaneous, and A for accuracy. Means your document should be attributable, your document should be legible. You should not do some scribbling and all as by your rule. Your document should be original. You should not temper your document. Your document should be contemporaneous. Contemporaneous means you need to do whatever activity you will do in industry. You need to record it online. If you not record, it will considered as it not happened. Then your document should be accurate. Next, coming to the part quality control. It is a part of GMP concerned with sampling, right from the sampling, specification and testing, documentation and release procedure, which ensure that the necessary and relevant tests are performed and the product is released for use only after ascertaining its quality. So responsibilities: responsible for the day-to-day control of quality within the company. This department is responsible for analytical testing of incoming raw materials and inspection of packaging components, including labeling. They conduct in-process testing when required, perform environmental monitoring, inspect operation for compliance. They also conduct the required test on finished dosage form and perform stability testing. Next, coming to the point, analytical research and development. So it involves pre-formulation, stability and degradation studies on drug substance and drug product, and preparation of technical dossier for registration in India and various other countries. So, being an analytical scientist, you need to know the each and every prospect or background what you are going to do so with your instrument or with analytical techniques. So I personally feel you should read well during your academic year to know the each thing how it operates. See, you can uh, you can train anyone, he can handle the instrument, but background of the instrument, what are the logics are there, that you should know before operating any instrument. So that is what. So need of ARD. What is the need of analytical research and development? The drug or drug combination may not be official in any pharmacopoeias. So you need to develop the method for quantify your drug substance or impurities, whatever. A proper analytical procedure for the drug may not be available in the literature due to patent regulation. Analytical methods may not be available for the drugs in the form of a formulation due to the interference caused by the formulation excipients. Analytical methods for a drug in combination with other drugs may not be available. The existing analytical procedure may require expensive reagents and solvent. So before developing analytical method, you need to go through all these things. You need to do proper literature search. Then you need to proceed. What technique you need to choose next? Rule of ARD. So in analytical research and development, what are the rules are there? So for you need to develop method development for the assay, for the content here, content like preservative content, then related substances, development of analytical method for clinic validation, then you need to do impurity profiling, stability studies, elemental impurities, extractable and leachable studies, method validation, technology transfer, support to plant, and deal with analytical regulatory queries pre and post approval. So what are the analytical techniques are there? Titanometric and gravimetric, colorimetric and ultraviolet spectrophotometric, electrochemistry, fluorometric, flame photometric, and atomic absorption spectrophotometer, chromatography, and hyphenated techniques. So focus on your chromatography things. You need to focus everything. Uh, you need to read well what is the principle for each instrument. This kind of question you may face during your interview time. And once you will read all those things, then only you will come to know what is the background of analyzing any analyte by the particular instrument. So here are the few analytical instruments we generally use in analytical labs or quality control. So whatever instruments will get covered during your academic curriculum, so you try to cover, you try to read all the principal working procedure and uses. So like here, these are the general instrument: pH meter, analytical valence, UV and visible spectrophotometer. So you may face, you may get question on UV and visible from UV visible spectrophotometer. What is BR law? What is Lambert's law? So if concentration of your analyte will increase, the absorption will get increased. So it's proportional. So these are the laws you need to study. Then Kf autotitrator, IR, zeta sizer, master sizer. So this zeta sizer is nothing but to determine zeta potential, master sizer for particle size determination, polarimeter, refractometer, dissolution operator, SAM, liquid particle counter. And here are the chromatographic techniques. These are the HPLC, UPLC, IC, GC, GC head space to determine the residual solvents and all. LCMS, structural mass identification, flame photometer, atomic absorption spectrophotometer, ICP-MS, ICP of ACE, and MR. These are the hyphenated instruments. So please read well about analytical instruments, whatever covered in your syllabus. Here are the some basic or important analytical terms you you may face during your interview time, or the interviewer may ask you. And sometimes we used to get confused. I still remember during my college time also I used to get confused. What is calibration? So calibration is a process by which ensure that an instrument readings are accurate with reference to established standards. Instruments need to be calibrated before using. So next, what is validation? Validation is nothing but establishing documented evidence which provides a high degree of assurance that a specific process will consistently produce a product meeting its predetermined specification and quality attributes. So, what are the scopes are there for validation? And like example, if I say cleaning validation, so cleaning validation, it starts from the establishing of MACO value. MACO is nothing but maximum allowable carryable limit for the product. Then process validation, analytical method validation, computer system validation. Note here one thing: calibration is a part of validation. So both before starting any activity in pharmaceutical industry, especially in quality control and guarantee, means whatever instrument you will use, it has to be calibrated. Without calibrated instrument, you cannot perform any task. Next, qualification. What is qualification? Qualification is nothing but action of probing and documenting that equipment or your ancillary systems are properly installed, work correctly, and actually lead to the expected results. Types: design qualification (DQ), then IQ installation qualification, then OQ operational qualification, then performance qualification. Now SOP. So I'm just revising. We are just revising this definition you may face during your interview time. So what is SOP? Being a fresher, SOP, step-by-step instruction compiled by organization to carry out the operation, aim to achieve efficacy, quality output, uniformity to avoid failure. Now, what is reference standard and what is primary standard? Highly characterized physical specimen used to ensure the identity, strength, quality, and purity of molecule. These standards come with a certificate of analysis and via traceability to globally recognized standards body. So your reference standard, you may obtain it from USP, you may obtain it from IP. So these are the recognized body. Now secondary or working standards. They are also high purity materials which are quantified in relation to primary standards and put to routine use in laboratory. So in industry, other than this primary standard, working standard, we used to use some other times like vendor standard and then manufacturer standard, in-house reference standard. So next, peak purity. What is peak purity? Analysis of absorbance spectra across the peak to determine if they are all similar or there are differences. If there are spectral differences, it implies there are two or more compounds eluting in that chromatographic peak, which are being spectrally different. So, whenever if you see if you run any analyte in PDA instrument, PDA is photodiode array, which is connected in, uh, through HPLC. This is the detector. There you can find out what the peak purity means. In your peak, is there any coalition is there or not? So if spectral homogeneity is there, then there is no coalition. If heterogeneity is more than your homogeneity, then uh, obviously your peak purity will get failed. So while developing analytical method, you need to ensure such thing. So these are the some quality guidelines means for ICH indicated For stability, Q1 to Q1, analytical validation Q2, impurities Q3, pharmacopoeias Q4, and so on. So I prefer you just try to read these first three. I hope it is there in your academic syllabus also. So these three is the basic thing and basic guidelines which you need to know even after joining in industry. Also, you need to revise. So stability Q1, analytical validation Q2, and impurity Q3. Others all uh, rule or guidelines also very important. So I'll not. I'll try to just give you some glimpse on these first three. So let us proceed. And also you just read USP chapter 621, your CGMP, then GDP, GLP, etc. So in stability testing guidelines, what is Q1? In the Q1, there will be this subparts. Q1A, it will give you the guidelines for the stability testing of new drug substances and products. For Q1B, photostability testing, how will conduct photostability of your new drug substance and products. Q1C, stability testing of dosage forms, and Q1D, bracketing and matrixing design. Q1E, evaluation of stability data, and Q1F is for registration application in climatic zone, third and fourth. So I hope you all know what are the zones are there. Means actually, uh, world has been divided in four zone by WHO. So India falls under zone 3. What is zone 1? Zone 1 is temperate, where temperature will be 21 degrees centigrade and humidity will be 45% plus minus 5%. Then Mediterranean, then hot and dry. Uh, fourth is hot and humid. Fourth B, hotter and greater humidity. So next, coming to the point of validation of analytical procedures. So whenever you will do any analytical method validation, these are the parameters which you need to cover. So you just read well about this accuracy, then what is precision, what is repeatability, intermediate precision, and then specificity, how will perform specificity. So um, detection limit, quantitation limit, how will fix quantitation limit, then linearity, what are the acceptance criteria for the linearity. If you develop any analytical method for assay the linearity, what is the acceptance criteria for correlation coefficient, what is the acceptance criteria of correlation coefficient for the related substances, then range, then robustness, then what are the system suitability. So let's say for SA percentage RSD of 5 standards will be 0.73 to 2%. If you read USP guidelines 621, so you will come to know about system suitability and how will perform the accuracy study, then precision study. If you see the schematic diagram here, you can easily understand what is accurate. uh, so this is the arrow chart. This indicate your method is, this is your target, and your target uh, thrones fall on that near to the target. So your method is accurate and precise. So in that way, you need to establish your analytical method. So your analytical method should be accurate and precise. So next, impurities Q3. Q3A, it will give you the guidelines on new drug substances. Q3B, new drug products. Q3C, guidelines for residual solvents. And Q3D for elemental impurities. Q3E for extractable and leachable study. So and also try to read some definitions: identification threshold, what is reporting threshold, what is qualification threshold. If you cover this thing, you will come to know what is unknown impurity, what is known impurity, how to fix the specification for the known impurity. They have given nice calculation. So if you go through once, you will come to know how to calculate this thing. So next, I'll give you some interview tips. Uh, Being a fresher, sometime before interview, we used to get nervous. How will face the interview? So try to be confident. So don't take stress. Give your appropriate introduction to the interviewer. Prepare simple and impressive resume. Try to be clear on your resume. Don't write extra. Write concisely and be clear what you have written on your resume. So they will ask question from your resume, not from the out of the resume. And dress properly. Then listen fast to the interviewer and try to be humble. Give specific and technical answer. So if you don't know, say don't know. Don't tell something else. So don't be in hurry. Answer in normal and professional way. And don't search in Google more how to prepare your interview and all. So during HR round, try to be honest to your answer. Read daily, not before the night of interview or exam. Ask more question to your teacher. Some concrete facts for the if you want to join industry or any organization. So first, train yourself with some expected qualities like regularity, a high flyer attitude, always ready to learn and mingle and adopt new ideas. You may have sound subject knowledge in your core subject, but should be in a place where you can communicate effectively. So your communication skill should be good. See, here communication skill, it doesn't mean that you need to know much English. Uh, your opinions or your views should be understandable by the second person, because when you work in any pharma company or uh, any of the pharma company in any part of India, so there will be multidimensional people will be there, language barrier will be there, but whatever you speak, the second person should understand what you are talking about. Now, here is a one bitter truth. So, the industry does not pay for your degree or learning, but what you contribute day and how best you deliver to the result. So, by your degree, uh, you can join in industry, but after joining industry, you need to keep on learning. The day you will stop learning, so your growth will get down. So take some home messages, have a good mentor, be solution minded, have some flexibility in your approach, take initiative, focus on productivity, efficiency, and effectiveness. Develop creative thinking ability, develop good communication skill, continuously learn and update yourself while working, nurture leadership qualities. So next coming to uh, you may have some salary expectation. What may the um, salary for freshers for D pharmacy, as I told, so 8,000 to 15,000 per month. It may vary. B farm 8,000 to 20,000. This is the average salary expectation. Just I'm telling you. M pharmacy freshers 12,000 to 30,000. So moreover, there is a shift in the compensation. So depending upon your job profile, where you are working, what is the workplace, so your compensation may vary. So next, any question I would like to reply.
Hello, Mr. Abhijit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have given a good glance of things related to industry and try to explain whatever you are interested to share with the participants. If any questions are there from participant side, you can please post in the chat box, in the comment box. So here there is a question. Please try to accept this. Are you
Which
able
is
to
better
see
job?
this? Ah,
Yeah,
please.
there are a lot of questions. Okay. Imagine Joali, which is better job for introvert in industry? That you need to decide what is your interest based on that.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah. So generally, a common question from my side. So is it good to go for a job after B pharmacy, or will you advise the doing M pharmacy based on your experience and the industry perspective? Which
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
whether
right.
a B Pharm graduate or M Pharm graduate, has more career?
See, sir, you can join industry after BPharm, but if you want to reach in the top, so you need
Okay.
to be higher degree. So in that prospect, I feel do MPharm, then join industry. You can join BPharm also. Nothing wrong on that.
Okay. So for a B Pharm graduate, how are the opportunities in case of AR&D division? In analytical R&D, is a B Pharm graduate permitted, or a PG candidate is only more preferred?
Frankly speaking, in some companies they are expecting, they are
Okay.
accepting BPharm graduates also, but most preferably PG candidate for
Okay.
AR&D.
So okay, okay. What is the mode of recruitment nowadays? What is the major preferred role of recruitment by the industries? Is it campus placement or direct interview or walk-in interview? Which one you, in your observation, majorly with the MNCs?
Majorly for the MNCs, campus only for the freshers, and for Indian companies and local companies, you can face direct interview also.
Okay.
So
I
you
mean to say,
for yeah,
is
please.
it through advertisement or will they give internal notification only, or so what is the mode they are highly preferring? Are they coming for campus placements to reputed institutions only? Which one is having more importance nowadays?
Advertisement you can see in the Naukri and all.
Okay.
Various job portals are there. There they will update. So is there
Okay.
any vacancies are there or not?
Okay. So one last question from my side. So do you think that there are some additional courses or certification courses, or some organizations are giving some bridge courses? So do you think that they will add value for a graduate? And is it a good thing to cover some of the gap between academia and the industry?
Obviously, if you have some certificate, it will help you. So let's say example, you join quality assurance. If you have some certificate course on regulatory affairs and all, so it will help you to face the various audits and all. So that time
No.
it may help.
No. Here is one question from a faculty. It's from our Purushottam
Question,
only. Will please answer.
whether pharma industry is suitable for girl students working. Yeah, it's
Good
suitable.
question.
Yeah, it's suitable, sir. With me also, a lot of girls are working in analytical department. Nothing wrong.
Okay.
But what analyte you are going to choose during your analysis, that you should avoid sometimes that carcinogenic and all, that and all you need to take care.
Okay. Here is one more question, please.
So now starting chemist shop, diploma pharmacy eligible or student.
I
Now
think to
starting.
start a pharmacy.
So after DPharm, you are eligible to start chemist shop, right?
Yeah. So with this, a few questions taken from the audience and from my side or something. So thank you very much, Mr. Abhijit. You have given a glance of overview related to analytical department in industry, and you have given
Yes.
good points. So thank you very much. So I hope our audience got some clues and some information from your presentation, such that they may be using them for their better career. So thank you very much. A last question I will take. One more question came.
How can a pharmacist become a successful entrepreneur? So you need to see your motive and your ambition should be very well. It's like a business oriented question. So if you have good motto, if you are ambitious, I hope you can succeed.
Yeah. So nowadays, as our central government is also saying, make in India mode and startups and all those things, I hope students are thinking more about the entrepreneurship skills rather than looking for jobs. At least some of the good students. who are very much enthusiastic. They can look after entrepreneurship opportunities also in biomedical field on pharma field. So they are highly appreciable things also. So thank you very much, Mr. Abhijit. Thanks for sparing your valuable time and giving your inputs for today's participants. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi guys. Before going into the second session by Mr. S. Manikandan from Johnson and Johnson, let me take 2 minutes time to have a small video presentation related to the CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy. So now I request our Mr. Vijay Kumar sir to please introduce our today's second speaker, Mr. Manikandan from Johnson and Johnson.
Yes, it's good moment, and I take this opportunity to introduce Mr. S. Manigandan. He's now presently in the field of sales manager South region in Johnson and Johnson Deep Synthesis joints, Tech and power tools. He completed his B Pharm from TNMGR Medical University and a MBA from Great Lake Institute, and most of that it's like name Great Lake. It was good institute and leading institute in South India, and he completed the MBA from there. And initially, he started his career in executive in Unichem, and then worked as a marketing executive and district manager in Cipla, particularly in respiratory division in there. And then he promoted as a professional sales officer in Pfizer and MNC in cardiac division. And then he joined in the team Johnson and Johnson and medical devices and as a sales and sales executive. And then in Johnson and Johnson, he grown in various positions, delivered more than 25% growth in all 5 years when he was there, and developed a very good rapport with all customers and other corporate recruitment teams, and creating awareness in the programs, creating awareness programs in and training sessions to develop the market and effective management he was doing. And he currently is a sales manager in the South region, managing the sales business in South India, recruiting candidates and technical assistant to managers and sales and service. And he is really managing the 150 crore business, and more than 25 countries he was traveling and involving in the business meetings. And he has having the good track record and a cable relationship, and able to deliver his corporate speaks in most of the corporate hospitals, and he is speaking with them for business meets. And with that, we cannot say you are doing a lot of things, and he was awarded from in that events and achievements also. In Cipla, he is awarded for per man productivity award, PCPM, they say, in the year of 2004, and also an best participant award in the primary training in the early stage of 2002 itself in Cipla. And in Pfizer, he received a Grand Champion award for the sales for the year in the year 2008, and selected for holiday trip in 2018. Usually, that for the excellence in their work, the company will sponsor for them, the team members, and received a Fragmin Award in 2007, and received a brand champion award in the 2006. This all when he was in the Pfizer. And in Johnson and Johnson, in the present company, he achieved a lot of things. He got an achievement in his credit with the Fast Runners Club. That is, whoever finishing the target in earlier, they will be in the club. They will be joined. And Fast Runners Club he finished his target in 10 months. And Best Ceramic Seller Award in Best Salesperson in India. And he selected for Dubai trip for the achievement in 2014 sales in Johnson and Johnson, and promoted as a people manager, and Encore award for a lot of collaborations, and achieved 100% target sale in 2016, and is the best supervisor award in 2018, and various projects and workshop trainings in Unicum, Cipla, and Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson. And I wish him to move his career with his credits in a lot of things. And now I welcome Manikandan sir to present his presentation. Thank you, Ishwar.
Thank you very much, Vijay sir. Hi, Manikandan.
So, hi. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, good.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah,
good,
it's
good.
very clear.
So I think it's almost my CV. You read out all the points.
And
Probably,
yes, that
It belongs to you, so we don't want to miss anything.
yeah. But
there,
I'm still a young guy. I think it is too much of giving credit to a young guy.
Okay.
it's
So
impressive
let
and
me
encouraging. It will motivate the upcoming young budding pharmacists. That's why it's necessary to read such type of important things.
Yeah, thank you so much. So before just putting my slide in, I wanted to start with a breaking a myth. One of the participant asked about this, which is the best suitable job for introvert, correct? So I wanted to just put my thought on that. It is being a myth for a long time that there is two category of people, that introvert and extrovert. It is not like that. A lot of introvert people do a lot of managerial things. A lot of CEOs, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people who came up in life with mingling with others. So these are the category of people. A lot of people introvert also available, but there is a myth that introvert people cannot mingle with others. But I want to break this myth. It is not like that. The only source of energy differs. If you are an extrovert, you get energy when you talk to someone else. If you are an introvert, you will get energy when you sit alone. This is the only difference. So don't confuse yourself about introvert and extrovert. So I want to start with that to my presentation.
Hi,
So medical
Manikandan.
devices
Will you
scientist.
excuse me?
Can
Sorry for
you
the
see my
interruption.
screen?
Yeah, will you please share the screen? I think it got
I
disconnected.
I have
Please share
shared
the
now.
screen. No, no,
I
no.
have shared.
Please minimize it and come back to the browser and please add it once again. Share the screen. Share screen option. Once again, you please repeat.
Okay.
It got disconnected by some means.
Okay. Application window one. Can you see now?
Yeah, yeah, I got it. I am adding. Yes, perfect. You can proceed with your presentation. Thank you.
Yeah. One second.
Please.
So I'm just putting it in slide mode.
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead. Thank you.
So medical devices diagnostics, which is it's a very vast topic. It's it's not a part of pharmaceutical industry. It's altogether it's a different kind of industry. So I'm going to touch upon some of the aspects where you will find this medical devices and diagnostic industry, which plays major role in the healthcare industry. So I'm going to touch upon what is the scope for the pharma graduate also, and because I will tell you the reason why I am particularly talking about pharma graduate scopes. So that also you will be seeing in the subsequent slides. So let me put my objective first. It's very simple. My dear students who are listening this topic should understand this field, exactly what is happening, and plan their career path in the same. Why? Because there are a lot of reasons behind it. When my friend Purushot approached me, I remembered many of my old stories. One of the story is one line, if you want me to say. When I found this industry, I was 10 years old after graduation. So probably I have completed my B.Pharm in 2001, 2000, and when I found this industry, it is not even known whether it is existing or not. That also I was not knowing. When I found this, it was almost 2009 and 2008. So it took almost a decade to find out this industry where it's existing. So I don't want that to happen for my dear students. So I wanted to put this topic together and give a brief overview. And I'm very much controlled in terms of my language, because a lot of business languages I'm using in the past 10 years. So I'm trying to put down all my business languages, and I'm trying to use as much as possible simple language and get into this industry. And another beautiful reason behind this is every one of us will some people, some uncle or some well-wisher or some parents would have told us that once you take a pharmacy graduate course as a professional course, it's a pride professional course. If you take then after that your life is settled. Okay, so this is a common word you hear out from everyone. But after coming out from the pharmacy college, definitely you will search that person who said that. Okay, so this is this is what we feel, the expectation, right? So we feel that we come out from the college with a beautiful breeze you are going to get. So these kind of thoughts you will have, somebody is waiting for a job. So these are the major expectation you will have. But over a period of time, after 1 or 2 months, when you search for a job, search for an industry, search for a higher course, you will have a lot of reality realization like this. Right. So this is what happened to me. So I have put across some of the agenda which will take all this expectation versus reality. So I'm just putting my agenda in a very short form. So we will, if you travel with me for the next 35 to 40 minutes, I hope so, and you will be knowing what is medical devices and diagnostics industry and how it differs from pharma. This is a major thing you people should know. And what is the sales and marketing? Because sales and marketing, people think that same. It's different actually. So that difference also I will let you know. And also, if any company we take, immediately we think sales and marketing, but people should understand there are a lot of allied functions, which has greater role to play, because it is not like before. When we were a kid, where we will go to one general physician. Today we have a pediatrician, today we have a eye care and ear care, whatever care you want. you know that kind of segregation have come in any field. So the same thing is happening with any kind of field, whether it is pharmaceutical industry or medical industry. So I am going to touch upon some of the allied functions which helps and supports the healthcare industry as well. So where there also you will have a role to play. And the third one and the fourth one is what kind of job roles I can get in the industry for different level of qualification. I believe that different kind of people are attending, different segment of people are attending. I have various delegates, so I wanted to tell everybody that what is a different kind of job you will get in different qualification. So that is also I will touch upon. And why should I have pharma degree for this role? This is a major question, because I'm going to sell a product, I'm going to sell a I'm going to promote to the surgeon, I'm going to stand in the OR, that is in the operation theater. Why should I study pharma degree? So I will break this question as well. Okay, what are the skill sets required and how can I develop that while graduating? That is most important, because if you have a vision when you joined in the college, first year, second year, probably, or even it's fourth year, not later. So if you have a vision that where you are going to stand, instead of thinking after getting 65% or 60% in pharma, B.Pharm or B.Pharm, thinking about what to do next, instead of that, if you start inculcating some of the qualities within you, then it will be easy for you to grow much faster than anybody, because this happened to me as well. Okay, so how can I develop my career? Yes, of course, we landed in somewhere, but how do we further move from there? That is most important question. It should be in their mind, because people will say that till 21 years you believe that I will settle. Guys, believe me, there is no question of settle. Okay, so there is no word exists in this world which is called settle. Even 60 years old man cannot settle. Okay, please understand this reality. And the final one, if you stay with me for a long time, or you will come to know what is the income. So probably Abhijit also touched upon that, but I will also touch upon that, right? So let me put some of the examples. What is medical devices and diagnostic industry? And before that, it's a WHO reference. I mean, people don't believe that WHO nowadays, but still this is a reality exists. I'm just reading it, which they say an article, instrument, implants, apparatus or machine that is used in the prevention, diagnosis, treatment of illness or disease, or for detecting, measuring, restoring, correcting or modifying the structure or function of the body for some health purpose. Typically, the purpose of medical device is not achieved by pharmacologically, immunologically, or metabolically. Metabolic means this is given by WHO. So it can be in vitro as well, diagnostics. So basically, this is a very long abbreviation. So definition. So I'm giving it very simple. So the medical devices which will help you to mobile, it will help you to do your regular activities in terms of instruments or implants or any devices. So those kind of things. Diagnostics are the things which will find your particular system. So this is a two major difference in between medical devices and diagnostics. So basically, it is entirely differ from the pharma industry, because it doesn't affect your pharmacological effect or immunological effect. Okay, so we will see some of the examples. So I can start from very well known this cardiac stents are there, which comes under medical devices, and there is a sports surgery which is arthroscopy, where you do shoulder, knee, and you people would have heard so many actors also undergone a lot of arthroscopy surgeries, like Surya, Ajit, all these people undergone arthroscopy surgery. So they do well actually post surgery. So even dental implants also have come. People who have this tooth decay for long time, they also and the most important field is this trauma implants. So basically when your bone is getting broken during the accident, so that's why it's called trauma. So for uniting that, they will use these kind of plates and rods, all those things. So these all comes under medical devices. This is most famous one, which is knee replacement. So over a period of time, our body doesn't produce certain kind of cartilages which gives a like a shock absorber or cushion, something is there in our knee joints. So this will get worn out over a period of time, but it cannot be regenerated because of the age and the quality of bone what we have. But over a period of time, this cannot be replaced by medicine. So these kind of places, this replacement has been used. The same thing with hip replacement as well. People will have a severe hip pain, and they will there also there is a cartilage which will get worn out, and this will happen as a replacement. So next, okay, this is a medical device, and I'm just thinking upon this diagnostics. Diagnostics is a very simple example is X-ray machines. So you can see here X-ray machines, scan machines, and OT table with a lot of facility, including your BP monitor is a diagnostics, and this is arthroscopy machines. So these are even your microscope what you use is also comes under diagnostics. So this is a difference between medical devices and diagnostics. So why we should segregate these two? I'm not asking you to segregate, but some of the industry players like companies, they have both. Some of them have only medical devices, some of them have only diagnostics. So that is a major difference you should understand. Okay, how it differs from pharma industry, because even when I was a student until now, many of the people have that apprehension that pharma and medical devices, there is no difference, and also both are selling job. It's like going traveling everywhere, waiting in the doctor's chamber, and a lot of irritation because of target. Some people are even going up to the suicide level. So those kind of myths are there, a lot of myths are there, but don't believe all those things. And this is the major difference between pharmaceutical industry and the medical devices industry. So in the pharmaceutical industry, the person who works in the ground, he knows only from the dealer to hospital or doctors. So he meets dealers, retailers, which is medical shops, you can say, and hospitals and doctors, because some of the hospitals procure medicine in the bulk purchase. So this is a three layer only they play usually in the pharmaceutical industry. But I'm not denying that some of the pharmaceutical industry where they have a immunological products, like some cancer treating products. So those kind of products, they go up to patient level, but that percentage is very very minimal. But in the medical devices industry, it starts from the supply chain, because when you are in the ground level, you have to look after from the supply chain and dealer, hospital, doctors, and you need to connect with the patients as well. Because when the patient is getting into the surgery or getting that particular instrument or implants, you have to be there with the patient. So your role is starting from supply chain to patient. So that is the most important. So why I'm saying is, so this looks exactly how important this industry, how much skill required for this industry, how much knowledge required for this industry. So this is the major difference we have to accept. And this, I'm just touching upon what is sales and marketing. So this is a major difference, marketing and sales. Don't confuse too much, but basically sales will have certain targets, marketing will not have certain targets. So basically sales will work towards whatever company has, they will go and sell it to the market. but marketing will steady the market, and they will prepare themselves. This is a major difference. So here, say for example, I don't want to sit in the doctor's chamber for a long time. I don't want to I have a phobia of numbers. I have a phobia of calculating per month sale. I have a phobia of waiting for someone for a long time. So these kind of apprehension you have, but you can choose. Still, you can choose in this industry, this marketing job. So that's what I'm trying to narrate in this slide. Okay. So there are other functions. Yes, I'm touching upon supply chain. Supply chain also you can play a major role. I will tell you why you pharma graduates can play a role in this. Supply chain is available. Supply chain means it starts from the raw material procurement and it goes to suppliers, manufacturing, warehouse, logistics, and consumers. Finally, the benefit to the shareholders. And the finance is a major department, because many people know industry means only two, sales and marketing, but finance also equally important. Of course, BPharm graduates can go into finance as well. And other functions, healthcare compliance. By the picture you will know what is that. One is putting a law on the selling law. When you deal with a healthcare professional, you have to obey the law. There are laws created for how to sell, where to sell. Those kind of laws they have to handle. That team is called healthcare compliance team, and there is a product compliance team as well. One is as I was saying, that it is slightly different from pharmaceutical industry. It travels still to the patients. If something happens to the patient, it has to get compliant immediately, because these are devices. This is not a capsule or a tablet. So these are devices that when you pack or when you mold the device, there may be some kind of quality problem with that kind of material when it comes out. So we need to be very careful when watching out the patient, how the patient is performing, all those things. So once the patient is not performing well, we have to put a complaint form. And also service team, because these are consist of instruments, implants, and a lot of machines. So basically, service team is separate, where also we can play major role. And the guy who is wearing a blue shirt, right, he is the OT assistant. So all other green dress, those who are there, right, so they are performing a surgery. This fellow is assisting them from the outside. So sometimes he will go in also, but majorly he will be there outside. So here also we can play a role. Okay. So before, what are the skills that are required? Okay, I will go to the next slide. Let me do this first. So what are the skill sets are required? I'm talking about apart from your core knowledge, core BPharm knowledge or MPharm or DPharm knowledge. I'm talking about other skill sets which you have to start doing it. So majorly patience. I was telling that you have to depend on someone. You have to wait in a chamber. You have to wait. Say for example, not only chamber. You are going for a surgery. So you would have done that surgery till 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. on the previous night. The next hospital surgery may be next day, 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. So your waiting period is very less. So you have the patience in the sense, not only for waiting period, you need to accept others' situation as well. Enjoying travel, this is most important, because if you feel that you have phobia of traveling, then this sales would not be a right option, but marketing would be the best option. Self-discipline, because you will get to know so many things inside. You will be your area of working is with a very high professionals. Say for example, your salary would be 25,000, but you will be interacting with a surgeon who is earning per day 25,000. So you cannot copy him. You cannot always think that I need to be equal to him. Those kind of things you need to be very, very careful. So self discipline is important, as well as I was saying that the timing varies according to others. No, but you cannot decide your timing. Your timing will be decided by others. So self discipline, waking up early morning, or sometimes you go late night to bed is very, very important. So self discipline is very, very important. Empathy, this is a beautiful word actually. Empathy is beautiful word. It means it's putting your thoughts on other shoes. That is called empathy. This is very simple definition. Say for example, when a surgeon or patient is shouting at you saying that you people have not done this, you people have screwed my life, anything they may put across some kind of non-parliamentary words as well. But you have to think that you should not get emotional, because you should think that if I am the patient, if I am the doctor, if this kind of situation is happening, what I will do. So this is called empathy. So this is very, very important. Proud of your job, this is another important aspect you have to think in this category, because you all will think that I'm going for a job, I'm getting a salary, I earn money, I buy house, I get car, fine. But you should sit and think one important thing: how many patients' life I am making good. So a grandpa who was not able to walk, today he is walking and playing with his daughter's son, or son's daughter. So this is an important role you are doing it. So that proud moment every day you have to have. So probably you will be assisting a patient who is only 5 years old, who cannot walk. So that particular kid, tomorrow she walks, definitely you should be proud of your job. So proud of your job, this is most important aspect. You have to have this as a skill. Design thinking, you, because in this industry only in the last 10 years it is evolving. So you need to have a lot of different kind of thinking. How can we manage, how can we do little more better. So these are the thinking process always you should have. And also when you are segregating the problems or solutions, you have to apply all the things what I told, like self discipline, empathy, proud of your job, everything comes under this design thinking. Plus, and fitness conscious, this is most important, because you travel a lot, you eat outside food a lot. So you need to be very, very careful when you choose food, and also you will have a lot of opportunity to get into bad habits. So that is also important. So be fitness conscious when you choose this field. Collaborating with team, this is another important thing, because here, even if you are a CEO of the company, if a delivery boy who delivers to the hospital doing some wrong thing, you will lose in crores, not in lakhs. Okay, so you need to be very, very careful when collaborating with the team. So your vision need to be passed down till the delivery boy level. If you feel that my company will grow at 25%, definitely you should, that message need to be passed till the delivery boy level. So you need to be very, very careful in this collaboration. So how can I develop my career? So that is another question. So I have just put across what is the typical organization diagram, but this may vary company to company. So basically it starts from MD. There are 4-5 functions. Usually it will be there: sales director, supply chain head, and finance heads, and marketing heads, and professional education team. This I was telling in the last slide, which teaches the healthcare partners, And under the sales director, regional managers, area managers, sales executives, and OT assistant, probably we will have almost 65% of our people here. And supply chain head, these are the when you do some separate courses, then you can get into all this supply chain head and finance head, all those category. And marketing directors, as I was saying, that he will have product manager, public awareness team also will be there. So this is the overall organization structure. So why we should have pharma degree? So this is important question. Overall understanding of human anatomy function will be great with pharma graduates. So that's what industry also believe. And level of understanding would be faster than other graduates because you have already studied the complete philosophy of a human body. So it is very easy for you to correlate with the function of human anatomy and correlate with other category of disease or disorders. See, when if an engineering graduate comes for this, doing some MBA and joining in this place, he will do sales. But when the problem comes with him is when he is correlating with uh, other diseases, comorbid condition. A patient will not come with only the particular problem. They will come out with a lot of other comorbid conditions. So it is very easy for us to correlate because a lot of drugs inside the OT also used, pharmacological drugs used. So it is very easy for pharma graduate to correlate. Yes, I was saying that can have better understanding of healthcare professional language. See, basically, a OT nurse or a surgeon or any OT assistants tell something related to diabetes, something related to heart function. So it is easy for pharma graduate to understand because they had this field for last 4 5 years. Of course, I think advancement in the current portfolio. So if they see something is lagging and it has to be connected with other category, it is very easy for them to think little advancement. So why pharma graduates should come for this particular industry? These are the major reasons I would say. So how can I develop that while graduating? So this is an important question again. So again, Abhijit also was mentioning communication skills. Communication skills, not English alone. So English alone, like putting a good vocabulary, speaking very fast, speaking with a good accent, it doesn't help. So it's the communication need to be very clear. So because this all related to very sensitive to patients, our communication need to be very clear. So say for example, your roommate is asking 1,000 rupees to you, so you need to say no, but you practice how to say no. Okay, it is because in this industry saying yes is easy, saying no is very difficult because you are going to deal with the giants of the healthcare industry. So it is very difficult to say no to these people. So whenever you have some kind of situation, even your parents or friends, colleagues, whoever it is, when you say no, try to practice how to say no. So that is an important skill you have to inculcate. Think on core subject beyond books and exam. Books and exam, see, knowledge is for some time only, but definitely you have to think little beyond your core subject. Why it is happening? What is the reason? So these are the follow-ups you have to start doing it. Then automatically, you will have that kind of ability to correlate industry and what you study. Team building activities, because as I was saying that it is very important to collaborate with the team. So even one in my initial talk, somebody was asking, introvert person cannot do team building. Those kind of things are really myths. So it's all garbage. Don't worry about all those. So definitely an introvert person also can do team building. Only I told the difference already, but Team building activities are very important beyond studies and entertainment. This is most important. So somebody can ask me, what is beyond studies and entertainment? Do some CSR activities. How many people went out for this COVID and helped each other? So these are the small things you have to do it. I'm not saying to impress somebody, putting in a Facebook, putting in a YouTube, nothing like that. But each and everything you do now, it will benefit you one day for sure. Okay, so follow healthcare industry, study healthcare industry, what is happening, what is the new advancements happening. So those things, start looking at the implications of diagnostics. So today X-ray machine is there, CT machine is there, MRI scan is there. What is next? So start looking all the diagnostics, why, how it detects all those things. You started doing. So follow newer development in medical devices. So now robot is coming. Robot was there for spine. Today it is coming for orthopedics. So many robots also coming in. So what is happening? Why robots are coming? Why surgeons are not doing? So start doing all those research. You may not get answer, but definitely you will get an interest to learn. So connecting people again, this is also very important. Have one or two mentors. This is very important in life. Have a mentor. Think someone as your mentor. Okay, so don't go into his personal life. Okay, don't go into personal life. That fellow married 2 girls, I will not have him as a mentor. Don't say like that. So mentor should be a professional mentor. So have someone. So that is more important. Okay, so this is another important slide. So, inform diploma in pharmacy. So basically they can work as a service assistants and scrub techs, OT technician. That doesn't mean that they cannot grow. They can grow as well if they do this, as well as they study something, completing a degree. Because for the sales, when you enter, at least you need a degree in many of the bigger organization, not on the smaller organizations, but in the bigger organization you need minimum degree. BPharm, of course, they can come as a sales executive, freshers, and product managers, marketing managers over a period of experience. And MPharm, trainers for people who meet surgeons. So basically, sales people and OT people, or OT assistants, and profit managers. They can become profit manager. Profit in the sense professional education for healthcare people. Like you would have seen a lot of conferences happening. You would have seen a lot of cadaver workshops. Those kind of skill enhancement for the surgeons, for the doctors, and for the nurses as well. So these are the things will be headed by MPharm in many a times. BPharm also can jump. So everybody can do all the job according to their. This is the one I have given in the initial. But over a period of experience, everybody can jump in any bucket. So what are the other aspect of improving the career plan? So because it starts everything with sales, you need something called MBA. So this is very important. So I have done my MBA after 10 years of joining in this industry. But it gives a lot of insight. It gives a lot of fine tuning in your skills. Definitely, I would recommend, not after 10 years, at least after 5 years or 6 years, people can try and do this, and definitely it will take to the next level. So not only for 2 years full course, all those kind of things also not no need to go, but at least there are some crash courses, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year crash courses also available. That also you can look for those kind of courses and improve your skill sets. Income, so startup technicians, OT assistants, basically it starts from 20K to 30K. Approximately, it varies company to company. Don't blame me. That's why I put a little huge range, but definitely it is not less than 20K. That is for sure. And sales executive, again 30K to 50 1,000 per month. So this also for the freshers I'm talking about. Managers basically they get 1 lakh to 1.2 lakhs. This is the B school managers. I was sharing a previous slide about the other B schools. Once you finish your B Form, M Form, or when you joined in this kind of schools and coming fresh, then also you get this 1 lakh to 1.5 lakhs per month. So I think that's it from my side. Thank you so much. Any questions?
Hi, Manikandan. Hi, Manikandan. Do you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. That's really a nice presentation. Now we can observe your energy and your command on the field of sales and marketing. So that's why I came to know how you got Dubai trip and all.
Okay.
The presentation is very nice. Whatever the questions that are blinking in my mind, I thought of asking you and sharing your getting inputs from you. Like every slide is solving all the questions. When the session is going itself, all the questions are solved. So I can say proudly that one.
It's very simple. No, I was a BPharm graduate, so it's
Yeah.
very simple for me to correlate my lifestyle. Whatever I had, trouble when I was studying, I came out. So it's very simple for me to put across.
Yeah. That's what. Even the way of presentation, I should appreciate. Right from the starting slide, you started with the learning outcomes of this session, and you fulfilled all the outcomes. So that's really appreciable. I'm very happy. So here
So
I
I
have a
want
quick.
to answer one more question as well. So I was seeing that how can a pharmacy graduate become a successful entrepreneur?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, but entrepreneurship is not very easy. You have to see there are companies which holds more than 100 years, 150 years. There are companies which is there for 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, 3 years. So entrepreneurship always, you have to have 4 or 5 objectives, then you have to start. Like one is community, one is helping government, one is your profitability, and other one is your employees. So this 4 corner you have to plot first, then think what best you can do in this. Okay, so that is the most important aspect you have to think. If you do anything for profitability, it is short term.
Yeah.
You will
So
not
here is
land
a
anywhere.
question. Yeah, here is a question from the audience for you. Please
Yeah,
see on this.
I am completed D pharmacy and thinking join in the biotechnology industry.
So the same person continued the query, maybe
Will be
not
taking
exactly
take
related
my
to your section. And just have a input.
definitely it will be beneficial. There is no question of thinking about it. Definitely it will be beneficial because a lot of our people are into biotechnology because they can understand the instrumentation better than BPharm graduates. Definitely biotechnology will be helpful.
Yeah. Here, may I know who are the other streams that are competing with the pharmacy graduates in this sector who are doing
Engineers,
better? Oh,
engineers.
very good.
So
Great.
that is the biggest issue for us because all engineers, IIT, this all
Oh,
IT, everybody go and study with this IIM and coming back, they will get a campus selection and come. See, the biggest problem for these industries. See, I have certain principle, but that is different. But certain industry has like they wanted to take people who completed only management courses, 1 year, 2 year courses. They don't see the past. They will see only the PG. They will not see the UG. So when I train people come from engineering background and only engineering background, it is very difficult. But if they come from this business schools, they will be very sharp basically because they have been trained a lot.
yeah.
So they will be little sharp, though they can And funniest thing is even a +2 guy can understand human anatomy.
Yeah, yeah.
So because it is very simple. I know some people who who studied 10th and 12th, and they become slowly they gradually improve, and they learn fast, and finally they will become a manager one day. So that also happens, but it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, yeah. Here is a question for you, please.
Current status of diagnostics in pharma industry. Yes, if of course it all the evolving newer concepts are coming. Definitely you would have seen in the even in this corona also, there diagnosis was happening for 2 days, 3 days. Some MIOT now it is doing in 4 hours. So everywhere you are seeing the difference. So diagnostic industry, as long as human is there, we are there, healthcare industry never dies.
So here I have a personal question for you. So I used to see so many students, particularly in pharma sector, in pharmacy graduation or post graduation. So they aim to work in R&D or some quality assurance, some such type of departments only. Just they may have a lesser impression. Sorry to say, they have some lesser impression on the sales, marketing, or executive post, or say they think something like. Medical representatives is next level of job related to R&D. So what is your advice or your impression, your observation in this regard?
See, medical representative, yes, definitely it was rated very less. In fact, I also started like a medical representative only. Uh, but it is very important that what qualification you have, because if you see medical representative, those who finished BCom, I mean, some of the companies takes even who completed higher secondary as well. Okay, so see, say if you want me to tell, when I was studying BPharm, around 40 colleges were there, pharmacy college. Today almost 80 colleges are there. So all 80 is not good, right? So you know which is better. So all companies are not good for sure. You have to join in a better company. See, because it is very important to understand the culture of company. Culture of company makes the people. So
Yeah, right.
that is most important. If you join in a good Indian MNC like Cipla, like Ranbaxy, I know people who work for Pfizer for 35 years, 40 years. So people are entirely different. So industry is entirely different. So you have to be very very careful when you choose the company. So because they are giving what when you come out of BPharm, you will not have any kind of opportunity suddenly to grab in. So you will get an offer from a company which is low in profile, which is low in quality of even medicine as well, because our pharmaceutical industry regulatory is very poor. So even you and me can manufacture paracetamol tomorrow morning. Okay, so that regulatory is very very not, we don't have a proper regulatory. So what happens, the culture of the company makes the difference. So medical rep means it is not a low job. It is all to do with which company you work.
So it's like a dignity of labor. Whatever the profession we choose, we should love it. As you already mentioned, we should be proud of the job.
Yeah.
Every job will have its own
So,
significance
so
and
that's
effort.
why if people see, I have touched upon. I am not blaming pharma industry, but if you have apprehension on the pharma industry, come to medical devices, because these two worlds are entirely different. Medical devices, you will not have the kind of experience what you have with pharma.
So here is a question for you.
In medical
Are there
device
any government
management, whether any government opportunity for we need to ask Modi, because this regulation is very very stringent. They don't understand the field exactly. In fact, the recent regulation they have done, uh, which is not at all matching with the need of the hour. So that is most important. So in fact, they regulated all the devices, including cardiac stents and some of the knee replacement implants. But because of that, a lot of uh, what to say, the advancement in this category is not coming into India, because before globally everybody was focusing on India. Now because of these regulations, it is not his mistake also. He wanted to promote make in India. Make in India is very good for everybody. In fact, make in India, if comes, definitely how Purushot asked, definitely we will have opportunity in government sector. But as of now, I don't see anything uh, which is related to medical device.
Okay. So here is one personal question to you. I don't know whether you will say openly or not. Just I will post it. We will see.
What is it? uh, need to be consistent enough. That is okay. And also you should learn from your mistakes. This is the only two parameters I have followed. Because, and moreover, I never get excited for even for failure and success. So that's what I would say. So both are same for me. Sir, is making investment in opening pharmacy and running it is better than working in pharma industry after graduating? I would say business is a business. Okay. So business is a business. You will earn one day, you will lose one day. You have to be ready for both. When you work for someone, it is not a question of whether you are going to lose or not. If you are ambitious enough to leave a legacy for your kids or your generation, then go for business. Okay. If you are not ambitious enough to those kind of things, there is no harm in going and joining into the company and going to up to CEO level. So it is business. When you start, if you cannot compare both, you will have both pros and cons. But for the initial stage, to understand the industry, join in a company. Then after 30-35 years, if you learn some kind of information, then you start the business. That's what my advice. It is my personal advice.
Is there many opportunities in India other than abroad, like comparing with other countries? There is a continuation of the question.
Whatever I told is today, everything is in India only. I didn't talk about any other country.
Okay, so we will take up the last appreciation comment. I think so. You can read for yours. So thanks, Manikandan sir. Today's session was informative and an eye-opener for many of us here. Let us all grasp today's content. We have been oriented on
Thank
to
you. Thank you
implement.
so much.
So he's your fan, it seems.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So thank you very much, Mr. Manikandan. I personally liked your presentation. The way of presentation, I was much impressed with your talk. So we'll be surely in contact. So now I take the opportunity to invite Mr. Satish Kumar over the board to
Yes,
give
sir.
vote of thanks for today's program of Pharma Education Series 9 organized by CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy in association with My Bogo. Hi Satish, it's over to you.
Yeah, hi sir. Is it was audible, sir?
Yeah, you can speak bit louder or keep mic near to your mouth, please.
Oh, okay. Now it's audible, sir.
Yeah. Speak bit louder. That's
Yeah.
sufficient. Please go ahead.
Okay. Oh, good morning one and all. So myself, Sri Satish Kumar, Assistant Professor, CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy. So on behalf of our principal ma'am, Dr. Professor Grace Ratnam, so she wants to attend the webinar series 9, but due to some official reasons, she can't able to attend it. So on behalf of our principal ma'am, I'm here to give the vote of thanks. So it's my privilege to proceed with presenting vote of thanks on behalf of CL Mehta College of Pharmacy. I would like to thank our Chairman, Secretary, and Management for the support in our every step of success. And I express my profound gratitude to our beloved Principal Ma'am, Professor Dr. Grace Ratnam, for her greatness in guidance to successful completion of the webinar series 9. So I thank our first speaker, Mr. Abhijit Sandra, for making an excellent presentation and made this webinar session an interesting in clearing the scope of former graduates in a field of industry. And also, I would like to thank our Manigandan sir, that is the second speaker, for visualizing the growth and success of marketing field. Generally, students will hesitate to go to marketing when compared to other fields. But after attending this session of Manigandan sir, they will be preferring only the medical representative job. So I like that sir has given so many things regarding the marketing field. So after his visualization, I hope many students will prefer this marketing field. And also, I would like to thank our HOD, Pharmacognosy Department, and Placement Officer of CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy, Dr. T. Purshot Prabhu sir, for his moral support and guidance to make this webinar a grand success. And also, I would like to thank the coordinators and the organizing members of the webinar series. The first one is Dr. U. Ubaidullah and Mr. R. Vijay Kumar and Sivakumar for the dedication in organizing these webinar series continuously for students to enrich the education level during this pandemic period. I also thank Maibo Group. So special thanks to Maibo Group for the second time we are collaborating this webinar series with Maibo Group. That is Mr. Ishwar sir and also this team for their guidance and technical support for conducting the webinar. Finally, last but not the least, I extend my heartfelt and sincere thanks to our participants who registered and also took part in the webinar series 9. And thank Mr. Manigandan sir and also Abhijit speaker on behalf of our principal ma'am and also on behalf of management and staffs and also on behalf of participants. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much to Ishwar sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Satish. That's a good way of giving vote of thanks. So I hope we are done with the formal vote of thanks from Mr. Satish Kumar, who is Assistant Professor at CL Baid Mehta College of Pharmacy. It's over to the organizing members, Dr. Purshot Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Abhijit Chanda. You have given a lot of inspiration to the pharma graduate get into industry. It's nice presentation. Thank you on behalf of management and principal ma'am. And my friend Manigandan, with this busy schedule, he also presented very nicely. He's very interactive, and I think the students' way of thinking, whatever doubt he cleared in very local with that his expression and everything. It is nice to hear from Manigandan. And once again, I thank Mr. Manigandan for his from his busy schedule. He given this webinar series. And I thank all the coordinators, Ubedullah sir, Vijay Kumar sir, Siva, and Sadish. And Maibo Iswar sir, you have given. I personally I thank you for the continuous support. Please give continuously. Thank you, sir. Thank
Sure,
you. Thank you.
sure. It's over to Vijay Kumar sir to share his views.
Yes, it's good. Abhijit given good presentation, and Manianan sir with a full energetic presentation actually. And when we listen it, we cannot miss it. Like that, he is taking all coordination and from starting to end. It was very nice, sir. You are positive energy, like giving a positive energy here, and good. I thank Ishwar also for support, and Sadish, good for presenting out of thanks. Thank you all. Especially thank Manigandan sir and Abhijit also for joining with us, and I think he is not left there. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you,
So
everyone.
thank
Take
you,
care.
one and all.
Thank you,
So
sir.
I hope the sessions went on very well. I will meet in the next session series. So for now, we will take off. Thank you.
Thank you.